Gemini, let's see what's going on with you guys. We're going to go for the middle part of the month. We're going from, what's today? The 12th? You guys get to see how blind I am. We're going to go from the 12th to the 20th. So we're going to call it the third week, basically. All right, let's see what the situation is for my Geminis, please. What is the situation for my Geminis? Okay. Oh, Gemini. Okay, let's chit chat. Here you guys are at the bottom of the deck. This is you, male or female, whatever your pronoun is. You are my queens. The kings are the other people, the people that you're dealing with, the incoming energies. I only do that for a large audience, not for private readings, so we can discern who is who, especially for people who are Geminis dealing with other Geminis. All right? Because cards are souls, right? They don't discern. They discern divine masculine, divine feminine. Now, with that said, you are in the upright position. But what did come out was the Five of Wands upright. Challenges, blocks, obstacles. Crossed by Temperance. Saggy energy there. Speaking of Wands. Now, you are challenged to be patient for a situation. And it's a situation that you're dealing with where you're arguing or you're being challenged or you're challenging another individual and or you're fighting here with a person or you're competing. Whatever this competition or this like pushback situation, it's becoming a situation that's frustrating for you, Gemini, and your patience is teeter-tottering. Like 1 minute you're capable of doing it and you are doing it because you don't have a choice. And then the next minute you're not. But like you're constantly fighting to get your inner peace and your inner shit together. So we'll see more when we clarify that. But at the moment, you got it going on. You're analytical, you're being fair, you're being balanced. I don't want you to worry because now that we had Aries go into, Neptune go into Aries, left Pisces, this is meant to be a really good thing for all the air signs, all Aquas, Geminis, and Libras. You guys are meant to be really lucky. I know they're saying this shit about like Cancer and Leo. That's only one element of their lives. This is an overall general view for all the air signs. You guys are meant to be lucky in relationships. And why are relationships important? Because they also lead to financial success at work or at home or whatever. And it includes your whole entire overall environments, right? Anyway. So with that said, what's coming in? And huge planets moving into Aquarius, your sister sign. Huge planetary alignments for Venus, that is Libra, your other sister sign. And for you, Uranus is moving into your sign for the better part of God knows how many years, is helping you in your world of communication, relationships, crossing your T's, dotting your I's. All the hard work you did is now going to be shown tenfold. But this is more like, I want to say April-ish. So this is the beginning of an end and the beginning of a new. Did that make sense? No, but you caught me somewhere in the middle. You're smart. You know what I mean. You're like one of the smartest signs in the zodiac wheel. So I know you feel me. It's coming in. I have an Emperor in reverse, which could be Aries energy. You could be rejecting this person, denying this person, or this person is someone who is manipulating you. All right? The Emperor in reverse. It doesn't have to be an Aries. It's just one aspect. There's thousands. So some of you it is an Aries. Others of you it's an authoritative figure in the reverse. So you're either rejecting them, denying them, or this is someone trying to manipulate you. Obviously, we'll see more when I clarify, but I do need you to know this. This is the beginning of the end and the beginning of the new, because you have come full circle with this person. That's a wrap, folks. We're done here. All right? And then you're going to stay focused on your agenda. End. All right? What's the surprise this week? I think I posted a story on my Instagram. You should check it out. where I'm saying if you feel like you're burying an old version of yourself, you are. You're, and if you haven't yet, then you're not up to speed with the timeline. All right, what is the surprise here of the week for Gemini? And this is the week of where we transition from the snake to the horse. The snake last year was showing you where you belong. The horse is going to get you there. See, someone is breadcrumbing you to keep you put, to make you stay where you are. But I think you realize, like, no, I don't freaking belong here. If this is breadcrumbs in regards to your job, they're giving you a little something, something, so you don't complain, you don't move, you don't shift, but it's not going to do you well. And like, 1 minute you're like, all right, it's cool. The next minute you're like, no, it's not cool. It's challenging to me. If this is in regards to a relationship, it's kind of like this person is you text them and they text you like, I don't know, 8 hours later or the next day. It doesn't feel like it's something that you can hang your hat on, right? So you don't know where this person is coming from or what they feel or any of it. The only thing you know, though, right now, I see somebody here, whether it's you or them, resisting, holding back. There is something going on behind the scenes you are not aware of, secrets, big plays. This could be, bosses talking behind your back and trying to shuffle you. They don't know what to do with you, so they're breadcrumbing you and they're resisting from moving you forward. Others of you, this is a relationship where this person something's going on in their external environment, whether it's their ex-wife or husband or ex-boyfriend, girlfriend, or some other, I don't know, whatever third-party situation affecting them, or their career or finances affecting them. Some shit you're not aware of. So they're resisting. They're holding back. They give you a little something, something, so you stay put until they figure it out. You are like, what in the actual fuck? Now I got to cut my losses. Now I got to make a sacrifice. What can I live with? What can I live without? But that's at the bottom of the deck. So this week is going to open your eyes, Gemini. It's going to open your eyes. What is the advice? Guys, if you are the type of person who comes here to get answers or to get help or to understand, you've come to the right place. If you are somebody who is coming here and waiting to hear about rainbows and butterflies and this and that, it could be there and I would be happy to read that, but you got to work for that shit. So I feel like sometimes tarot is totally misunderstood. That's why this is also an enlightenment channel. Enlightening thyself is not an easy task. You got to scratch the surface and look at the shadow shit. And, it's not an easy thing to do. But if you are strong enough to look at it and see it, and then you use the planets as the influence as you see them, the tarot cards as the tools to show you the details, you're on your fucking way. I don't mean to curse, but I mean to be passionate. You're on your way. You're on your way to helping yourself. And I'm also here to tell you, please don't give up. Don't stop the fight, because you are about to win out a certain situation. What is the advice here for Gemini? Use your God-given intuition. You know what you know. I'm telling you right now, the High Priestess. You're torn. Should I just leave and do something else? Or should I just wait this out and see what happens? You're torn. Your advice is to make a decision. Right now, you are blindfolded because you don't know what to choose. This is your advice, though. Take off the blindfold and use your intuition. You know in your heart of hearts. You know. You've got to make that sacrifice. Oh, it's time. It's time to rip off this Band-Aid, Gemini, and be like, what's going on? Can I know? Can I be in the loop? I can see this other person is hesitating and they're being cautious with you, though. What is the outcome of the week? Yep. I'm not even surprised. You've been in a situation far too long, Gemini. Far too long. A situation that, by the way, is beneath you. And I don't mean to just be like, yeah, I know cross watchers are like, what are you talking about? Listen, when I get tower cards in someone's reading, especially in the outcome, and this is exactly lining up as is above is below with the timeline of the planet shifts, Neptune into Aries, Saturn into Aries, Uranus, your major planet, is slowly inching on into your sign. It's a big deal. Okay. They influence us. The Tarot is specifically telling me, and it's funny because I posted a short story of explaining the influences. Please go and see that 6-minute video. It explains the Tower also because it's in your outcome. The Tower is telling me that you have erected or built or developed a life situation, whether it's your career, a relationship, a marriage, friendship, family, etc. It's coming crashing down. And Spirit's like, oh my God, Gemini has endured this shit for far too long. If we do not remove them, if we do not get them fired, if they do not get a divorce, if we don't break up this friendship, if we don't get them out of there, they're going to deteriorate there. And like I said, you guys are meant to be lucky this year. They will not deny you. So the universe is going to take action and create a tower moment for you to move your ass in a place you do no longer belong in, right? And action is going to take place. Get this. When so happens, right after this, because like I said, the new you or your new path or your new life is erupting as we speak, you're going to be in this place where you're financially independent or perhaps single, but you need to be here in order to get here. You're happy ever after. Hope this makes sense. Now let's start clarifying all of these bad boys here. What is the Five of Wands and Temperance, please? Tell me how you think about this video, like when I talk about planets. Is that like a no? Don't do that. Just do cards. I just feel like this helps. Temperance and Five of Wands. Three of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, there's a lack of collaboration here with a team. Or this is about third-party situation. Out the door. No more. Right? And there's a little bit of guilt and regret. Maybe I shouldn't have done this. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Oh, no, Gemini. I'm going to tell you right now, especially with Tower in your outcome, what's meant for you is meant for you. It won't pass you by. All right. You've got this form of abundance where I think Spirit wants you to turn around and work with that. All right. Because like, for example, say it's about a job and you don't get what you want or you lose the job, whatever. Right. And this means these Two of Cups, you have transferable skills. You have knowledge, you have experience, and that's something you can work with. If this is a relationship or a marriage, it went as far as it could go. And maybe the other person wasn't evolving or treating you like shit and you were just sitting there enduring it. I don't know what. But you have learned love and you know how to distribute it and give it. And now you know things about yourself that you didn't know before. So you know how to find the right partner. Two of Cups, if you turn around and look at that, right? See, Three of Pentacles in reverse. Maybe you feel remorse or regret for a third-party situation. Others of you, maybe you feel regret and remorse because you didn't make it work with a team. That's all a woulda, coulda, shoulda stuff. Trust me, what's meant for you won't pass you by. This is just telling me no more this. So you're struggling here. So somebody's being very competitive with you, fighting you, arguing with you, challenging you, and you're struggling to keep that inner peace together. And you're like, your inner sides are like, I'm right there with you, Gemini. All right, let's see what's going on. What is the Emperor in reverse? What did you do to my Geminis? You know why you did. Oh, yeah. Some of you, it's a partnership that went... King of Cups is here, though. That's interesting. I knew it. I had this weird feeling, Gemini, like whatever this bad thing is that ends for you, I think like something brand new, lickety split happens like right away, like a month or two later. I'm telling you, the universe is trying to replace one shitty old situation with a new. See, at the bottom of the deck is the Two of Cups, where you thought it was mutual, where you thought you were both in love, or you thought you were soulmates, took a nosedive or a rejection. Someone rejected this. But that's like next week kind of thing, or it's with this person that you're kind of rejecting, or was a manipulator, or an ex-boss, or someone else comes to talk to you. Somebody else is lurking in the background that's emotionally mature and available. And it's a matter of just waiting for this person. So you could be rejecting this situation and waiting for this to come in, which I think is what you're doing. No to you, sir. I'll wait for you, sir. Or ma'am. Now, what is this Moon, Strength, and Six of Pentacles, this breadcrumbing scenario, situation over here? Five of Wands came again, the fighting, the challenging, and then you needing to make a judgment call, and then the Seven of Wands and the Page of Cups in reverse. I need a sip of water, guys. Hold on. Okay. So someone here is definitely resisting a situation where you're like, see me, strength. I'm using all my strength to resist a third party, a relationship, a person, a job, or this is them doing that to you, resisting you, right? Because there are things going on behind the scenes, right? Something that's challenging, blocking, obstructing, right? See, the Seven of Wands is exactly the minor arcana of the major arcana of strength. Seven of Wands is resisting, defending. This is major, this is minor. They're both telling me the same thing. The Page of Cups, the lack of information. They're not giving you anything. It's just full-blown secret. But there are blocks and there's obstacles for your path forward. So someone is breadcrumbing you into staying there. You will come to this point where you will have to make a judgment call. All right? And then you're going to hopefully use your intuition here. What is the High Priestess and Two of Swords? Death. Like I said, guys, Instagram story where I posted about death, and it says, listen, there's a situation that's ending for you and it's transitioning into something new, right? Just like I was saying at the beginning of the video, the beginning of the end and the beginning of the new. You have to make a choice. You got to use your intuition. High Priestess, High Priestess. You're struggling to do it though. I see it because it kind of came in the cross. I was like, damn it. They're like, 1 minute they're using their intuition, they feel it, they know it, and then they just talk themselves out of it. Don't do that. That's there to protect you and guide you. The Tower. Two of Wands. Yeah. And the Knight of Swords. I think you're ready to rock and roll by the end of the week. You're like, all right, let me make plan B. Let me pack my bags. Let me clear off my desk. Let me put all my shit in my car and go into the future, whatever the hell it is that you're thinking of doing, because when this happens, you're not going to go back and fix it. You're just going to move on. And I'm pretty sure that is what the universe is doing to you for a reason, because it's a major arcana. That is the destiny stuff, right? So somebody rushes in, whether it's you or another person. I just want you to use your intuition when you're making this decision or a choice for something that seems like it's ending or has ended for you. Let me see what we're going to talk about for those who are here for love, and then we'll pull a card from the Wisdom House tonight. For those of you that are here for love, you could be dealing with a new person, but your mind is somewhere else right now, right? Because you got this could be the one. And I was vibing this earlier, but we'll see when we clarify in the extended. You could have met somebody new. You don't know where it's going because of the breadcrumbs, right? But the problem is because they're resisting or holding back or whoever is doing that, it's the moon. The moon, there's things going on in this person's world, and maybe, or it's you, you're dealing with other shit. So there's a little bit of breadcrumbing, and it might have nothing to do with you. It could be just their external environment, or it's you and your external environment. But this has potential, is what it's telling me. This person, this other person, because you're obviously ending another scenario or situation. Wisdom House tonight, what say you here? For Gemini. The extended is about love only. Your person, what they think, how they feel, what they're going to do. Okay. Wow, speaking of love, I guess it's all about love. Let's see what the messages are. I guess a lot of you are here about love. My child, my wondrous one, it is time to celebrate because love is actually calling to you. Open your heart and receive my blessings. Choosing this symbol is a powerful sign that love in all forms is in your life right now. There is a responsibility to this, though. You must give love freely without conditions and love others because your heart is open. There's something else here to consider. Love can be a confusing force and can sometimes ask a sacrifice of you, the Five of Swords. If your heart is aching and feels like it's broken, know that love has a greater love for you later. No matter where you are in your life right now, love has come to guide you into an important experience. Trust in love. All right, guys. That's what I have for you this week. I hope that helped. I'll see you guys next week. Everyone else, members, I'll see you over there.